So today the upholstery all comes out. The piece right there the upholstery shop has, and the back for the leaning settee part up in the bow, or up in the passenger seat up there is also. But as you can see, it's dirty and grimy and torn in places. Where you look, there's something wrong with it. I think it probably did a good job for a long time, but it's time to be replaced. The driver's seat is completely shot. Mechanically speaking, it's just the whole thing is shot. So we have a new seat on order for that. So that'll all be gone. And then the upholstery, or the dashboard, obviously still torn apart. Eventually that'll get better. That'll be a little while. So it has decent floors. They're dirty. They weren't laid in super well. They're nice and tight to the deck, but they don't line up. You can make them line up if you move back and forth, but standing straight up and down, that's what they look like. And then those don't line up, and then those don't line up. And so eventually, all of this is going to have to come out. But get a power washer, maybe some, I don't know if you can see it here, a power washer and some really good degreaser. That should clean up pretty well for a couple years until we can figure out what to do. We'd like to do a full teak deck, but I don't know if we need to go that far. It's an idea. We're still thinking about it. Dashboard's going to get tackled here pretty soon. Take you on a short tour. For those of you not familiar with the 440 or the 460, my phone doesn't do a zoom or a panorama, so this is what it is. So you've got a nice big settee. My son calls it the softest, most comfortable couch in the world. It is very soft. It's got that, sorry for the phone beeping. So it's got that comfort fabric on it. It's really soft to the touch. All the doors are out of the boat, at least most of the doors are out of the boat. Getting a head start on getting them degreased and sanded, and we're going to do the entire thing, all the woodwork. I was going to strip it all out and have new woodwork made and restore what could be saved, but I think for now we're going to put a nice coat on it, sand it down, clean it all up, make it look better. Countertops they're okay shape. I think some good sanding and polishing will help them. Unfortunately, the piece that goes on the round sink there is split in half. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with that. That actually makes up quite a good amount of counter space for this boat. But cabinets are plentiful on this boat. There are 34 doors on this boat, cabinet doors. This is the forward stateroom. This is in the pulled out position. It goes in and affords you a twin berth, or pulls out to a marine queen, which is where it is now. It's not a bad size. Two people could pretty comfortably sleep there. Then it's got the split, as opposed to one large bed that goes across or out this way. It's nice for kids. We'll see in the end how much the kids like it, but it's not bad. They've got the doors out there. Good size head. It's a wet head. The 4370s and the older 440s, mid 2000s I think, they had an extension of this bathroom out quite a ways, maybe about here. They had a nice round actual shower here, and the toilet was set more that way. But this is nice too, because you end up with quite a lot more space in the salon. And as you know, on a boat, every little bit counts. So the fella who did our boat, who owned our boat, did the flooring himself. He did a decent job, except on the hatches. He really failed on the hatches. You can see that's just terrible. Just terrible. There's no other way to describe it. He admitted he bit off more than he could chew. You can see there, they don't line up at all. So eventually that'll have to be repaired. I'm not quite certain how to do it now, but we'll get there down the road. That must have fallen out. That was in place. I'll find a place for it later. You can see all the tools and hinges and latches and such. Got a good refrigerator. It's dirty. Everything on this boat is dirty, but that's okay. And then going in, little things like this need to be repaired. I may try to fill it, sand it, put a bigger plate over it for now. Later on, replace the woodwork. One of the things that we liked about this boat was the fact the master stateroom bed is a standalone. It's a marine queen, so it's not a real queen, but it should be fine. Storage there, and then washer and dryer here, combination unit. Then storage there and under the bed that way, and then some storage there and on the back side. It's got its own head thing. The newer, the older ones, those doors were laminated and may have been wood, I don't know, but they looked better. I may laminate those, put a nice glossy finish on them. And the sink unit, which is nice. World's tiniest TV, but you're on a boat, so we'll fix that later. And a nice shower unit, little snug with the feet and the bench they tried to create, but it's a boat. Get it cleaned up and just kind of live with it. Should be nice. It has the original door. A lot of them that we looked at didn't. Somebody along the way had removed doors on many of them, so it's kind of neat. Sorry. Closes up nice, and it does close. As you can see, it's filthy, like most everything on this boat. But then you have a nice shower, actual shower, which is pretty nice. And all these hatches and whatnot. Some of them, it's odd because some of them, not this one in particular, he did pretty well on, and then you have ones that are just bad. That one's actually not terrible. Not fabulous. Not terrible. So, in general, he did a pretty good job. The boat took a little hurricane damage. Only exterior. So, there's quite a bit of spider cracking on the decks, the back, the bow, and the aft. But that's all right. Go back upstairs. See, we'll get you a good view from up here if I can. Sorry for the rapidness and the jerking. It always makes me sick when somebody does this. But one of the things we like about the cruisers, and it's just a personal preference, it's got doors with the arch at the top. It's almost like a ship's door, which is kind of neat. Now we're back upstairs, so you can see this chair is just atrocious. But when we bought this boat, we really were looking towards what it could be, not what it was. I mean, there aren't many boats that come with the 4-foot, 5-foot extension, whatever that is, already on it. Brand new canvas that he had to replace because the hurricane had taken the old canvas. And this canvas here is the hard Strataglass. It's filthy, so don't think it's all cloudy. It's a little scuffed up and it's got a little crazing, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. They're smoked. The T-top, I guess you'd call it, I don't know, hard top windows. There's very little to no crazing on them at all. A couple little cracks here and there. But. So that's it. That's the Kerr-Legee, or what will be the Kerr-Legee. Right now it's a Joyride. And actually we almost kept the name because we really like it, but it's the fellow's last name. And we decided it wasn't what we wanted to keep. So next time you see this interior, it'll be different. I'm not going to say what. It'll be different. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the day.